Students, in this video class I am going to explain you about the wrapper classes used in Java. So what are wrapper classes? They are the inbuilt classes of Java which contain some functions to convert the value of primitive data type to the object and object to the primitive data type. Sometimes it is required to convert integer value or numeric value to string and string to the numeric value. Then we can easily convert using some functions of wrapper classes. And all these wrapper classes are present in the package lang package of Java. So there is no need to write import java.lang.class name or star, because lang package is a default package. So here I am going to write some wrapper classes names which are associated with each data type. See, first of all, data type name is short or byte. These are the names of the data types: byte, short, int, long. And the wrapper class name is also byte, but here B is capital. Short, wrapper class is short, S is capital. For int, the wrapper class name is integer. For long, same name but L is capital. Same way with float and double, you can use capital float, capital F only for double, and for char, character. Even boolean is also having wrapper class boolean, because we are not using any function boolean right now here. So I am going to explain you some functions of these classes. These are the names of the classes which are associated with the data types. I am going to explain some functions of numeric data class like integer. You can make any function like public static void main string arguments. This is the function. Just try to understand. Suppose I have one string value, string st equal to, the value is 45. What you said? It is string constant which contains only digits, but finally it is a string. So can we store in any integer variable like n? Can we write n equal to st? No, it will give error, because you can't store a string into integer like character. For if it is single character data type, then its ASCII code will be stored, but not in case of string. I would like to store as it is 45 but in integer form. Then one function is parse int. Function name is parse int, which is static. So we have to call the parse int function like this: integer dot parse int, name of the function, and write the value here, whether it is constant or in the form of a variable. So now this string value will be converted into integer 45. You can print and check, and you can now use this value for calculation. If you want to check, you can print. So if I write n plus 10, then what it will print? It will print 55, because now it is integer. One more function of similar type. If I am writing int m equal to integer dot value of value of instead of parse int function. Both are static. That's why I have used class name dot function name, class name dot function name. So value of function will also do the same thing, almost same. When you print and check, suppose you want to print and check the value like this, same value you will get, same result. Then what is the difference? While working, there is no difference, but generally some difference is there. Value of function also return integer class object. Instead of int m, you can also write integer. This is a class. So what is m? M is an object. So you can also store the string. After converting string value into integer, you can also store directly into the integer class object. Almost both are same functions and both are static. Now opposite of this, I am just writing here. Opposite of this means if we have one integer value a equal to 45, now I have to convert into string. Take one string variable, string b equal to function is there, integer dot to string. So this integer value will be converted into a string. 45 will be converted into string. You can print and check. It will. Now you cannot do calculation. See, if you print system.out.println b plus 10. Now b is string, so it will print 4510 because 10 will be concatenated, joined with the string. It will not be printed. It will not be added. So it will be concatenated, joined. And one more function. So this is one function, parse int, value of to string, and one more function of similar type, but function name is toString. But one more function is toString, but that is non-static. Here it is static because we have called with the help of class name. Integer is the class name, dot the function name. Function. I am saying toString function is not static, but how can we call? First of all, you have to create the object of integer class. Integer object equal to new integer. Write any value. Suppose 52. So the value of this object is now 52. Here I have created the object of integer class, and now I have to convert this value into string. Take one string variable, string d equal to write ob dot to string. You can also print and check d plus 10, a value is 52, and when you see the output, it will be like this. So 10 will be concatenated in d. So the value of this object will be converted into string. Here is also function name is toString, here is also toString, but it is called with the help of object, it is called with the help of class name. This is static, this is non-static. Static belongs to the class and non-static belongs to the objects. So what is the difference between these two functions? One is static, another is non-static. That is the one difference. Another difference is here we are passing the value in the bracket as a parameter a, or any constant numeric value you can pass. But here we are not passing any value. We are not passing any value here. We are calling with the help of object, and we have to supply in the constructor part the value to the object. From here it will get the value. Otherwise, both will convert integer value to the string. These are the four most commonly used functions of wrapper class integer. Now, if you are using short wrapper class, then use in place of integer use short dot parse int, short dot value of short m. Everywhere in place of int or integer use short. data type. Same way byte and long and float. Same way float, if it is 4.5 and if it is required to convert into float, if it is suppose 4.5, then write float n equal to float dot parse float. Function name is parse float, be remember one thing, and class name you have to write in place of integer, float dot parse float. Same way here you have to create the object float m equal to float dot value of function is same name. Same way here float dot toString, float class object you have to create, and rest of the things are same with all the wrapper classes, maybe float, double, long, any wrapper class you can use with these functions. For double wrapper class, parse int function will be changed to parse double. For short wrapper class, it will change to parse short. Only this function name will be changed, otherwise rest of the functions are same. So finally close the function and you can check the output. If you want, you can also execute the same program and you can check. So in next class, I will discuss the function of wrapper class character. That's all. Thank you.